Picture this. A studio executive comes up to you and says, we want to write a movie about what makes you the person that you are. So you sit there and have to come up with who, what, and what kind of experience has affected you. Ethan Barr is about to go into detail about how he became the person he is after 19 years of living. When you think about someone who has had a hand in changing my life, I have to think about my mother. My mother is the reason why I stand. She's the reason how I think. She's the reason how I treat people. She taught me to give when I don't have anything, but to also not expect anything. That taught me to be grateful for what I can give and for what I have. She taught me my core values in life. Love someone even if they don't love you. It's something that she would always say to me. It taught me that not everyone is nice to you. But you should treat them with respect no matter what they do to you. I love my mother so much that one day she would teach my kids all the things she has taught me, and my kids will have a better grandmother than I did. And that's all I ask for. When you think about a place that changes your life, you think about one specific spot that made you look at life differently. When I was younger, me and my mother would cook for people who were sick and homeless. It was called Supper Club at my church. We would cook for 100 people and it lasted for about a year or two. But those 2 years really contributed to my life. When I was there, I would meet and talk to people who would tell me that I shouldn't judge people for what they have going on in their life. Not because it's rude, but it's because it's the respectful thing to do. I took that and learned that we shouldn't try to change someone because they don't meet our standards, but embrace them so they can rise and shine to their potential. God doesn't see color. That quote that someone told me at the supper club made me look at the world differently. What does it matter if someone doesn't look at me? Does that give me the reason to look at them differently? With the person in place that has touched your life, what is something that has stuck with you in the times where it has been rough and you need a reminder of something special? My 19th birthday was the best birthday I had in my whole 19 years I have been on this planet. That day I realized a few things that I know in my heart will stick with me for the rest of my life. As I sat in the car with my two best friends, I realized the laughs we have now will be the same laughs we will share in the next 10 years. The past birthdays were full of heartbreaks, to expectations that were not met, to even contemplating ending it all. You see, 19 years go by so fast that you seem to forget that life moves on before you can come up with the next thought of what you're going to say. But on that day, seemed like life decided to stop for me and make me cherish a little more than the past birthdays. You see, I realized that I fell in love with life again and sought after a better year than the one I was given. My 19th birthday was an experience that will live in my mind till I give my last breath on this world. In conclusion, I talk about a special lady that formed me and showed me a place that I hope to go back to soon to carry on what we started. I look back on a day that will take with me for the next couple of decades of my life and will live through that memory. Even at a young age of 19, I have only started to form my life, and without these influences, I would never have an idea of what my life would look like. So, I can edit it out, but I just...
No.
Awesome.
Yeah. How long does it say?